Tried to do this earlier, but my son woke up and started screaming, so I had to get him back to sleep. And as you know, it's been 2 hours. So we're back. We're here to discuss James Cook's new contract, why I didn't post a video today, and we're going to talk a little preseason. But if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat. Thanks for stopping in, and let's get right into it. We're going to start with James Cook's new contract. All off season, we've been covering it. We've been discussing, hey, what is going on with James Cook? He wants a new contract. Do the Bills want to extend him? Period. 9 days into his hold-in at training camp, he reported to practice, which is what I made my video on that I was going to post today. But I woke up this morning and he has officially signed a new contract. Let me make sure I get these numbers right for you. He signed a 4-year, $48 million contract with $30 million in guarantees. What's up, everyone? Thank you. Welcome. But that makes him he was going to earn a base salary of $5.271 million this year, but instead he will be making $12 million a year from here on out. So that's a pretty significant jump for him. A little bit more preseason news. I saw earlier Shedeur Sanders has an oblique injury right now, so he may or may not play this weekend, which kind of sucks. NFL sending me more news. But let me see if I can find you like an in-depth news latest. Yeah, here we go. All right, on the Shedeur injury for the Cleveland Browns. 1 second. YouTube. Okay, go to channel. There we go. And let me work on something real quick. Studio. Welcome everyone. How's it going? Brent, Mike, DeHammer, and Kraken. How's it going, everyone? Sorry, I'm just trying to get this taken care of. Content, live. Here we go. Let's edit this. Okay, so that's good. Thumbnail, just recents. Welcome everyone. I'm just trying to get this YouTube stuff fixed. Good. Playlist. We'll add it to sports news. What are you guys expecting for week 2 of the preseason? Does anyone have any ideas? Anything they think is going to happen? Welcome everyone. Welcome. Let's see, what am I doing? Oh. Dates. There we go. There's that. Sorry, 1 second. I should have had this figured out before I went live, but no tags. Here we go. Stupid. Back here. Copy. Paste. What in the world? Oh, sounds like the wife is home. I did the wrong thing. 1 second. Hola, Megan. Season. Sleep in the living room.
What are you doing?
I'm streaming.
Okay.
Injuries. And updates. There we go. Perfect. Alright, everything should be good. We'll save that. Save. Welcome everyone. Thanks for stopping in. Save. Please save. Possibly. Cancel. All right, let's hop back into it. Shador's injury. Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback suffered an oblique injury while throwing earlier in today's practice in their joint practice with the Eagles. I'm pretty sure that they're having today. So, what's up?
I'm just being annoying.
He was held off the remainder of the session. So now, yeah, Kenny Pickett is dealing with a hamstring. Dylan Gabriel is dealing with a hamstring. So they were down for the Browns. They were down to Tyler Huntley, Joe Flacco, and Shador. And now with Shador's injury, they're down to Tyler Huntley and Joe Flacco. It kind of sucks because I was really hoping to see Shador again this weekend, which we still might, but it doesn't seem likely. But I think he had a really good debut. Let's hop into some more. Let's see. Let's open this one. We'll talk about the Cowboys here in a little bit. Things are happening. Not with Micah, though. Not with Micah. All right, for the Falcons, injuries. Defensive lineman Taquan Graham is week to week with a calf injury that he suffered yesterday in practice. And quarterback Kobe Bryant is dealing with a hamstring injury. So for the Falcons, those are two you are probably not going to see Friday. Because Friday's games are the Falcons and the Titans, and then Chiefs and Seahawks. So for the Bills, obviously we just went over it. Running back James Cook has agreed to a new $48 million 4-year deal with $30 million guaranteed. For the Bears, actually, should we do this? Let's go with the Titans since that's who's playing on Friday. They don't have any updated news, so there's that. All right, let's see, Chiefs and Seahawks. We'll try and go day to day. Thank you for the likes, Mato. Thank you. Welcome. Chiefs. Injuries. Running back Kareem Hunt is out of practice due to a quad contusion. And wide receiver Marquise Brown, ankle and foot, remains out of practice. So you are likely not going to see them. There's a good chance. Okay, so NFL is also saying that there's a good chance Patrick Mahomes won't play in Friday's game, which he played in the first one. I don't expect him to play this Friday. But, I mean, you never know. And the Seahawks don't have any recent news. So, Seahawks fans, nothing's changed for you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Megan. Let's see. Let's go with Saturday's games. There's a ton of games on Saturday. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games on Saturday. Welcome, Jose. Welcome. All right, so starting with the first game on Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern, Miami Dolphins versus the Detroit Lions. Let's go over this one. Thank you. Thank you for all the likes, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate it. So we're looking for Detroit. We'll start with them. Injuries, defensive end, Ahmad Hassanein. Ahmad. He will be out of practice today. They're not saying what's going on with him. I would assume it's something personal. So thank you again for the likes. Thank you. And then we are looking at, who was it? The Dolphins, correct? Yeah, Dolphins. Injuries. Wide receiver Tyreek Hill will participate in today's joint practice with the Lions, so he's doing good. Jalen Waddle is also back from injury. He's participating today in the joint practice. Oh, thank you for the share. Thank you. Linebacker Chop Robinson exited the practice today on a cart, per local reports. He has since posted on social media that he's good and it's nothing serious. So that was an injury scare. I'm sure Dolphins fans, you already knew about it, but I can imagine that was pretty scary. All right. Another 12 o'clock Eastern game we have is the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. Let's see what's going on there. Nothing. I have no recent news for them. Neither team. So injuries still remain the same. I'm not quite sure how long I'm going to be live, Megan. I'm just going to try and I don't plan on being here for a while. I plan on just running through the games, kind of going over the recent news, and then we're going to call it because we have to discuss with your mom about this job. All right, so let's move on to another 12 o'clock Eastern game, which is the Green Bay Packers versus the Indianapolis Colts. Welcome, welcome. All right, Green Bay Packers. Nothing on the Indianapolis Colts as well. There's really not a lot of recent news so far this week. Granted, it is only Wednesday, so 12 o'clock Eastern game, New England Patriots versus the Minnesota Vikings. I know I've seen them, so let's go ahead and go through it. Minnesota injuries. Wide receiver Justin Jefferson, hamstring, is not participating in this week's joint practice at all. So, well, when it comes to the Colts, Anthony Richardson is back at practice. So, there is that. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. All right, so yeah, for the Vikings, Justin Jefferson not practicing this week versus the Patriots, but they say that he is progressing and will be reevaluated next week. Appreciate it. Bijan or Gibbs, I haven't heard anything on them. Let me get through this and then I can try and do a hit on it. Just make sure you remind me, Playboy. We're looking at Patriots next. New England Patriots. They got a list of injuries. Ramondre Stevenson, not practicing today. Kendrick Bourne, not practicing today. Hunter Henry won't practice but could return tomorrow. Marte Mapu, not practicing. Jelani Tavai, not practicing. Christian Gonzalez, not practicing. So that is 2 linebackers, a cornerback, a tight end, running back, and receiver for them. All not practicing this week. Let's see. I saw the Falcons. Yeah, so for the Falcons, the only injuries you have are Taquan Graham and Kobe Bryant. Graham is week to week with a calf injury, and Kobe Bryant is still dealing with a hamstring injury. And the Lions, I think we went over them, right? Yeah. Ahmad and Terrion Arnold are the only 2 for them. Hassanine is out of practice today. I would assume it's personal. And then Arnold is dealing with a hamstring injury for the Lions. Let's see. Next 12 o'clock Eastern game is the Cleveland Browns versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's see. For the Browns, obviously Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett are dealing with hamstring injuries. Shedeur Sanders is now dealing with an oblique injury. And cornerback Greg Newsome is dealing with a shoulder injury. And he's still limited at practice. Abdul Carter kicked off podium. 1 second. That looks interesting. Oh, it's just vets messing with him. And then we're looking at the Eagles now. I haven't seen them. Yeah, Eagles have no... Oh, wait. Philadelphia announced on Wednesday that Bucko Kilroy, 3-time Pro Bowl offensive lineman and member of the 1940s All-Decade Team, will be inducted into the Eagles Hall of Fame this weekend. So there's that. Or I guess not this weekend, but he will be inducted into the Eagles Hall of Fame. Thank you for all the likes, everyone. Thank you. I don't know why I have not had this pulled up. There we go. 1 second, just trying to work on some stuff. Alright, so we did Eagles and Browns. Now we are on The first 3 o'clock Eastern game is the 49ers versus the Raiders. Let's go ahead and go over that. I don't think I've seen them on this list, but we'll see. Yeah, 49ers and Raiders, nothing new. Make sure you pay attention to the videos I put out because I will be talking about who is expected to start. Okay, you can go ahead and try and make a video. Should be fine. Valtteri's he's asleep, so he should be asleep for a while. I have the Flash playing, and he sleeps pretty good to the Flash. So, Baltimore and the Cowboys are at 6 p.m. Eastern. So this is your first 6 o'clock game. Actually, it looks like there's a couple of them, but this is the first one we're going to talk about. I haven't seen any news from them, but I did see that on top of the Micah Parsons stuff that's going on, DaRon Bland is expecting to get a new contract as well. And he played like maybe a game last year. I don't remember seeing much of Bland last year for the Cowboys. So on top of Parsons, he's going to be looking for a new contract. I'm pretty sure Brandon Aubrey is coming up to the end of his initial contract. So Jerry Jones has some cap issues coming on top of the issues he already has. So look out for that one. 6 o'clock Eastern. The next game is the Rams versus the Chargers. So this one's staying in LA. And I have not seen anything of them recently. Not much on the Rams and Chargers recently. So there's that. New York Giants and the New York Jets. This game's staying in New Jersey. This is 6 p.m. Eastern. Let's see what they have. I know I've seen the Giants. I don't think I've seen the Jets, though. Oh, so injuries for the Giants. Malik Neighbors is not practicing, still dealing with the toe injury. So that is still going on. Tight end Chris Manhertz won't practice today, and cornerback Deonte Banks are not practicing for the Giants today. So there's that. And for the Jets, cornerback Sauce Gardner is dealing with a calf injury. Looks like it's just a sore calf, so he's being held out of the joint practice. Thoughts on Anders? Which team is that? Or are you saying Sanders, like Shador? Sorry, it just says username 1927394399242. If you're talking about Shador Sanders, I think he had a pretty good debut, especially for a fifth-round rookie, if you're looking at it that way. Obviously, if you're just looking at it as a rookie, I think he had an average, well, I would say a little bit above average debut, but I still think he did good in the spot that he was put in. But let's move on to the next 6 o'clock Eastern game, which is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the 49ers. What's up, Lindsay? How's it going? Appreciate it. Welcome. Let's see if Tampa Bay and the Buccaneers, or Tampa Bay and the Steelers are on this list. Okay, so for the Buccaneers, and Antoine Winfield didn't practice today due to a lower leg issue. And last year, I'm pretty sure he dealt with a leg issue as well. So that is not looking good for the season already. For the Steelers, no recent news really, besides the fact that Cam Hayward is talking about sitting out. FanDuel stats? Okay, what do you mean? Just go to FanDuel and compare stats to, like, are you talking about rookie quarterbacks? But yeah, Cam Hayward is talking about sitting out this season if he doesn't get a new contract. So that could be interesting. Welcome. Appreciate the follows. Thank you. Let me see. I'll go to FanDuel and see if I can find something on it. I normally use PFF, though. FanDuel 2025. Appreciate it. Fantasy Pros, FanDuel, Dynasty Football, Pre-combine, no. I'm not seeing anything on FanDuel. Let's see. We go to PFF. See if they have anything from preseason. I don't know if they will or not, but we'll see. New PFF player, no. Best deal of the year. Fantasy football. Safest pick in each round of the drafts. Grade all 32 first-round rookies after preseason week 1. Here we go. Well, no, because Sanders isn't even going to be on here. See if I don't know if I have my login on this computer or not. I don't. Damn it. So I'll have to do that on this one. Let me see if I can open a new window without ending my stream over on Millions. New window. Yeah, let's go to PFF. Premium. Let's see, by position. Quarterback, 2025 preseason. I think I can break this down more too. Yeah, 2025. There we go. All right, so we'll go over the grades here in a second. Let's finish these games, though. We got 2 more games to get through, or 1 more game, actually. And then we'll hop into comparing the quarterbacks, rookie quarterbacks for this year and how they're doing, or how they did in week 1 of the preseason. The last game is an 8:30 Eastern game. It is the Arizona Cardinals versus the Denver Broncos. So let's see. Arizona, nothing on them. And Denver, nothing on them. So nothing new so far this week, but make sure you're paying attention to the videos I put out. I try to put out a key story from every day, and if you're wanting more, just let me know. Comment on my videos. Tell me, like, hey, can you try and cover this or cover this team? Stuff like that. Because I know over on YouTube, they're not afraid to say, like, oh, you haven't covered this team. I know, like, one person said I never covered the Ravens, so I put out a Ravens video for them. I've tried to keep everyone happy. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to make everyone happy, but we try. All right, so let's hop into the rookie quarterbacks for 2025 and how they graded out in week 1 of the preseason. I think I can do minimum dropbacks too. Yeah, so we'll do. Hang on. Passing, no. Let's see if I can do minimum dropbacks. 20%, no. 50, 1. All right, so we're not going off minimum dropbacks. Let's see. What do you guys want to see? Who had the best completion? I guess we'll just go down the list. So at the top for attempts, it's going to be Riley Leonard with the Indianapolis Colts, Shedeur Sanders with the Cleveland Browns, Tyler Shuck with the New Orleans Saints, and then Jackson Dart with the Giants and Quinn Ewers with the Dolphins. That is your top 5 in attempts for last week. It's 24, 23, 22, 19, and 18. Let's see completions here. Let's see. Tyler Shuck led rookies in completions last week with 15. Shedeur Sanders was second with 14. Jackson Dart was third with 12. And then you have Riley Leonard with 12. And Seth Hennigan with the Jacksonville Jaguars with 11 completions last week. Let's see about completion percentage. Ooh. So Cam Miller with the Las Vegas Raiders led in completion percentage with an 85.7. He went 7 for 6 or 6 for 7. So he didn't have a lot of attempts. And then Seth Hannigan with the Jacksonville Jaguars went 11 for 14 and came in second with a 78.6 completion percentage. I always mess this up. Ungale? I don't know. I mess it up. With the Chargers, went 3 for 4 with a 75% completion. And then you have the same thing for Taylor Elgersma with the Green Bay Packers, going 3 for 4. Okay, that's an old message. I was like, what? But we also have Brady Cook coming in next with a 75, going 6 for 8. So that's your leaders in completion percentage of the 2025 quarterback rookies. Tyler Shough led in passing yards with 165. Jackson Dart came in second with 154. Then it was Shedeur Sanders with 138. And then Ben Woldridge with the New England Patriots with 132. And fifth was Riley Leonard with the Indianapolis Colts with 92 passing yards. And then let's look at touchdowns. Shedeur Sanders led with 2 touchdowns. He was the only rookie to get 2. Then you have Cam Miller, Max Brosmer, Ben Woldridge, and Jackson Dart all having 1 touchdown, 1 passing touchdown last week. And then interceptions, your leaders in interceptions amongst the 2025 quarterback rookies. At number 1, we have Graham Mertz with the Houston Texans. Second, we have Kyle McCord with the Philadelphia Eagles. Graham threw 3, sorry. Kyle McCord threw 1, and then it's Tyler Shough, Riley Leonard, and DJ Ugalele. Gosh. DJ with the Chargers. I'm going to mess this up every time. I know I am. But they all threw 1. Oh, sorry. DJ did not throw 1. So he was just 5th for some reason. I don't know why they even have it on here. Why is it not showing me these grades? Let me see here. 32 teams. Boom, boom. Passing. Let's look at rookies rushing. How about that? 2025 halfback, fullback. Let's look at some rookie running backs. We'll go with yards and touchdowns and fumbles. So your leader in yards was Amar Johnson from the Green Bay Packers with 67 rushing yards last week on 7 attempts. Corey Kiner with the San Francisco 49ers had 45 rushing yards on 10 attempts last week. Donovan Edwards of the Jets, 42 rushing yards on 9 attempts. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Raheem Sanders with the Chargers, 42 rushing yards on 10 attempts. And then Jarquez Hunter of the Los Angeles Rams had 41 rushing yards on 11 attempts. So that is your top 5 rookies in rushing for preseason week 1. Let's look at rushing touchdowns. Bashal Tutin with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look. From what I can see, it does look like that. Custom rugs. Hey, I would love a custom rug. If you can do one with my logo, I would love it. I don't even know if I can put it on here, but that'd be cool. If I could do like an overlay or something. But you can see my logo kind of. Here, let me get out of your way. It's right there. I have it literally on all my socials. But yes, I would definitely message me, Rug Savant, because I would love a custom rug. But yeah, Aaron, from what I can see, it kind of looks like it. I'm not going to lie. Let's go over your top 5 rushing touchdown leaders for the halfbacks of 2025. I do think the Commanders will re-sign Terry. It's kind of like the Cowboys situation with Parsons. Like, why wouldn't you? One of your best players, if not the best player on your team. Granted, Jaden McDaniels has a pretty big it's pretty hard to say that Terry is more important than Jaden Daniels on that team, but Jaden Daniels is on a rookie contract. So Bashal Tutin with the Jacksonville Jaguars is your, well, I guess actually everyone, I'll just give you the top 5 names because all of these players had 1 rushing touchdown. Bashal Tutin with the Jacksonville Jaguars, Shinderick Powell with the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's see. Lan Larison with the New England Patriots, Amar Johnson with the Green Bay Packers, and Jacardia Wright with the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, I said that right. I think the Commanders can definitely compete this year. I was telling my wife this the other day, and it hurts to say because obviously I'm a Cowboys fan, but I think the Cowboys might be in danger of falling to 4 this year if A, they don't get Parsons signed, and B, they don't look much better than they did in the first preseason game. Because that preseason game was hard to watch. Our defense obviously still couldn't stop the run, and for the longest it didn't seem like Joe Milton was going to settle in, but he did. So, and it was a lot of backups playing for the Cowboys. So, but yeah, I was telling my wife, how's it going, Chris, over on Millions? Welcome. I was definitely telling my wife, like, I hope the Cowboys can get it together, which I think they will, obviously, but there's still that little, like, I think the Commanders and Eagles are fighting for 1-2 again this year, but I would not be surprised if the Cowboys had something up their sleeve this year, but we have almost a brand new coaching staff. And we got Jerry Jones acting like he doesn't want to pay Micah Parsons for some reason, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. Let's hop into receivers. Oh, I almost closed my tab. Not trying to do that, thank you. By position. Wait, let's go back. Rushing, let's go receiving. Yeah. I would be very upset if we let Micah Parsons go, but I know one place where he probably would really love to go, and that's to the Commanders to play for Dan Quinn. Because, I mean, Dan Quinn is what he knew from joining the league pretty much. Dan Quinn was like his teacher in a sense. And Dan Quinn always has a good defense. I was upset when we didn't bring Dan Quinn back, and he's a coach. Welcome. I appreciate the likes. Thank you. Let's go with receiving yards. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so your top 5 rookies in receiving yards were Jackson Meeks from the Detroit Lions with 83, Darius Cooper from the Eagles with 82, Delavon Campbell from the Chargers with 74. Oh, that's it's a mount that my wife brought me earlier. Isaac Tesla with the Lions came in, 4th with 64. And then we have Ja'Cory Brooks with the Washington Commanders with 59. So that is your top 5 in receiving yards for the rookies. Let's see, receiving touchdowns. All of them have 1. We're going Caden Prieskorn from the Denver Broncos, Deion Hankins from the Chicago Bears, Cade McDonald from the Cleveland Browns, Keshawn Williams with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Miles Price with the Minnesota Vikings, and it goes on and on. There's a bunch of them. That is your top rookie receivers for preseason week 1. Let's see. Pass blocking, no, don't really care about that. Defense. Let's go with pass rush. Why is it not showing me premium stats? I know I have these unlocked. Oh, I'm not signed in. That's why. Thank you for the share. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, there we go. Now I can see it. Let's just go defense as a whole. How about that? Let's look at your top 5 graded defensive rookies from preseason week 1. We have cornerback Eric Rodgers with the Los Angeles Chargers with a 97 overall defensive grade for week 1. Nico Reed, cornerback with the Los Angeles Chargers. Overall defensive grade, 92. He came in second. Then we have Dion Walker with the Buffalo Bills? Oh, I'm sorry. Nico Reed had a 92.9. I don't have my glasses on, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm trying to read. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. But Dion Walker with the Buffalo Bills had a 92.8 overall defensive grade. He came in third. Then we have Keaton Crawford with the Arizona Cardinals, came in fourth with a 92.5 overall defensive grade. And then cornerback Davion Ross with the Tennessee Titans came in fifth with a 92.3 overall defensive grade. So that is your top 5 graded rookie defensive players. Let's see. Who led in sacks? Oh, all of them have one. So we got edge Nick Scorton with the Carolina Panthers. We have Jamari Caldwell with the Los Angeles Chargers. He had one. Edge Warren Peoples with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had one. Appreciate it. Thank you. What is that? Sebastian Valdez with the San Francisco 49ers had a sack. And Josiah Stewart with the Los Angeles Rams. Yeah, Los Angeles Rams had a sack. So that is your sack leaders. Granted, there's a bunch of them that had a sack. Your 16 rookies had a sack in preseason week 1. There's a bunch of them. Who led in tackles? Marlo Wax with the Los Angeles Chargers led with 10 tackles last weekend. R.J. Mickens with the Los Angeles Chargers came in second with 8 tackles. So the Chargers rookies, from looking at the grades and everything, they're producing, which is something you want to see. Cornerback Carlin Vigors with the Washington Commanders came in third with 7 tackles. Jeffrey Basso with the Kansas City Chiefs, linebacker, came in fourth with 6 tackles. And then we have fifth is Nate. I'm going to mess this up. I'm so terrible with names. Valcarcel with the Los Angeles Rams, who had 6 tackles. So that is your leading tacklers for the rookies of 2025 in preseason week 1. Let's go back to quarterbacks because I didn't look at their grade. Passing. Overall offensive grade for quarterbacks. Seth Harrigan with the Jacksonville Jaguars led with an 83.7. DJ with the Los Angeles Chargers, I'm not going to say his last name because I butcher it every time, came in second with an 83.6. Shedeur Sanders came in third with an 82.1. Then you have Cam Miller with the Raiders with an 80.8. And fifth was Jackson Dart with the New York Giants with an 80.7. So that is your top offensive grades for rookie quarterbacks in preseason week 1. All right, so that is a little bit of the preseason and kind of what's going on. As more news comes out, I will put videos out. Just make sure you're paying attention to the channel, whether you're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook, Threads. There's one more, Millions, and even LinkedIn. I post my videos over there. So literally any social networking platform you're on, Malik, Puka, Nico, order them. Is that Malik Neighbors and Nico Harrison? I would say we got to see more out of Malik. I don't want to just throw him above everyone because of his potential. So I'm going to say Puka, Nico, Malik, if that's what you're asking, if that's the players you're asking about. I'm the same way with Jaden Daniels. He had an amazing rookie year, and I hope he has an even better sophomore year. But I'm not gonna just throw him up into the category with like Mahomes, uh, Allen, and Lamar Jackson and stuff. But he had a phenomenal rookie year. I have to see continuance because the sophomore slug can hit and it can hurt, which I don't foresee Jaden Daniels having one. And Malik Neighbors is dealing with the toe issue right now, so his start of the season could already be hindered. But I would say Puka, Nico, Malik. Welcome, welcome. Thank you everyone for the likes and the follows. I appreciate it. But yeah, that is a little bit of what's going on. We talked about James Cook's new contract, and we will catch you in the next one. I appreciate it again. And again, any social you're on, just search Twig, and you will either see my profile image, which is up here, or you will see my logo, which is right there. So just keep an eye out. We should be having a video coming out tomorrow about kind of what to expect more in depth with the games that are on Friday, which are the Tennessee Titans, the Atlanta Falcons, and the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. But thank you again, everyone, for stopping in, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.